So here's a little multiply by 11 trick that I found on Reddit. Let's get into it. So we're just going to investigate because sometimes I come across these little tips and tricks and I kind of go, really? What? Something I've never heard about or something that's a little bit different than the way that I think about it. Doesn't mean it's wrong. Just means let's get into it a little bit. So when you're multiplying by 11 by like single digit numbers, you just write the number twice, right? So like 11 times 2 is 22. 11 times 3, 33. 11 times 9, 99. But when you get into larger numbers, so what this trick is saying is that if you are multiplying an 11 by, the example that they give is a 2-digit number, because I don't know if it's going to work with more than 2 digits, but we'll see. 45 times 11. This is the example that they give. So what you do, take these two numbers, the 4 and the 5, and you're going to split them apart. So it's going to be 400 something 5. So that something in the middle is 4 plus 5, which equals 9. So 45 times 11 is 495. Now they say that this works for every, I think it's just a double-digit number. So let's just verify. 45 times 11 is 495. Great. So now let's pick another number. Let's do, I don't know, 23 times 11. So going by this rule, it would be 200 something 3. And that something in the middle would be 2 plus 3, which is 5. 23 times 11 is 253. So far, so good. All right. So this is a fine trick. Sure. I mean, that's certainly a good shortcut. But if we get into like, let's see how it would work. And when we're checking to see if this pattern actually works out, I want to see how it does with like a 3-digit number. So let's do like, I don't know, 346 times 11. So I'm just going to see what it is first. So 346 times 11 is 3806. So it still meets up with the 3 and the 6 at the end. 3806. But how do you get that 80 in the middle? If we did 3 plus 4, that would be 7. And 4 plus 6, which would be 10. I wonder if maybe we did 3 plus 4 is 70. That might work. So if we did 3 and 6, so still like bookmarking on, or bookending, 3 and 6, and then to get 80 in the middle. So if we look at, well, 3 plus 4 equals 7, right? Ooh, maybe this is what, so that goes there. And then 4 plus 6 is 10. So if we add this 10 in here, it would be 0 here, and then add 1 to that 7. So that would become the 8. All right. Okay. So again, this is just kind of unpacking it and trying to see that pattern, right? So let's try another one. Let's try this way, because we sort of figured out how to get that 80 in the middle there with like adding the 2 digits together. Let's see if this works for another 3-digit number. I don't know, 500. No, there we go. There's the clear button. A new calculator. I'm trying to figure it out. Okay. 513 times 11. Okay. Ooh, I think this might work. 513 times 11 is 5643. I can already see it's going to work. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so 513 times 11 is 5643. So again, we can pull the 5 and the 3 out to the sides. And then this part here is going to be the 5 plus the 1. And this one here is going to be the 1 plus the 3. So that's 6 and 4. 5643. That's really cool. I like that. I don't know if I like it more than like the times 10 plus 1. Let me show you what I mean. If I were doing 346 times 11, what my instinct would be is I would take 346 times 10 plus 1. So I would do 346 times 10 plus 346 times 1. So that's 3460 plus 346. So you would eventually get to 3806. I don't know. This is such second nature to me for the distributive property like this. I probably wouldn't remember if I were like in the moment and like had to figure out what times 11 something is. I don't know if I would remember that it's like 3 plus 4 and 4 plus 6. And then that's in the, I don't know, but that is a pretty quick thing. Let's try it. Give me a 3-digit number.
492.
Times 11?
Times 11.
So 492 times 11. So that would be 4 and 2. See, but look. So it's causing me a bit of a problem. So I'm not going to check it yet. Okay. So with the previous thing, right, would be 4 plus 9 would be here, and then 9 plus 2 would be here. So that would give me 11, and I'd kind of carry the 1, and then 13. Would that give me 5, 4, 1, 2? So that's what I would get if I did like the whole like adding and kind of carrying it. So let's see what it is. Let's see. 4, 9, 2 times 11. 5412. That's a really cool trick. Okay. I've done a complete 180. I'm on board with this. Because it is a little bit easier than taking 4,920 plus 492 and having to do that. But yeah. All right, Reddit. You win. That's a good one. Mathed up.